Good morning everyone. In this video we are going to read a poem Ode to the Butterfly written by Thomas Wentworth Higginson. This is a beautiful lyric poem addressed to a butterfly but revealing the poet's amazement at its beauty and freedom. Let's know about the poet. The poet was born on 22nd December 1823. In US, he was an American Unitarian minister. He supported labor rights and women's rights. He participated in American Civil War. Most of his writing done after the Civil War, and they are mainly focused on nature, art and human existence. Before going to start the poem, I want to ask you a question. What is the most beautiful thing you have seen in nature? Have you seen the butterflies? They are nature's angels. We delight with the beauty of butterflies. So before going to start the explanation, let's understand the difficult words of the stanza. Thou means you. Tints means shades of color. Thy means your. Ciphers means a secret code. And the next one is beguiled, attracted by. Thou spark of light that wavest wings of gold, thou songless wanderer mid the songful birds. The meaning of these two lines is the poet addressed to the butterfly. He says she is the sparks of life, she waves her golden wings, shiny wings, she wanderer without singing a song among the birds. With the nature's secrets in thy tints unrolled, through gorgeous ciphers past the reach of words. She has hidden secret of nature in her shades of color, means she has beautiful color which cannot be described by anyone. And she is nice, which attracts everyone, yet dear to every child. She is dear to the children. They run after her to catch her. In glad pursuit beguiled, living the unspoiled days mid flowers and flocks and herds. Means they feel glad and attracted by the butterfly. She is living beautiful and sucking the nectar and flying over the flocks and herds. Let's see the second stanza and its difficult words. The first is fostering, that means caring for something. The, that means your. And the next is irrevocably, that means impossible to change. Thou winged blossom, liberated thing, what secret tie binds thee to other flowers? It means the poet says she has wing and which make her free and confident. He asks that what is the relationship between butterfly and flowers? Still held with the garden's fostering, will the two soar with the completed hours, take flight and be like thee, irrevocably free, hovering at it will over their parental power. Poet wants to ask that who is taking care of the garden and will they permanent with the hours? He asks, will the flowers also fly like the butterfly when the time has come, and they are also free to move over the gardens like butterflies. Okay, difficult words of the third stanza. First word is luster, it means shine. Hues means colors. Sumptuous, that means impressive. And next word is blazonry, that means colorful decoration. Or is thy luster drawn from heavenly hues, a sumptuous drifting fragment of the sky? The poet wants to ask a question here. Is the shining of the butterfly because of the heavenly colors, and the impressive shining is like the small pieces of sky which moving in the air slowly? Caught when the sunset its last glance imbues with sudden splendor, and the tree drops thy, grasp that swift blazonry, then lent those tint to thee. That means its shining is like a small pieces of sky, and its wing caught it shining from the mysterious rays of sun when it is going to set. And the last rays of sun, when fall sudden on the treetop, it gives a beautiful colorful decoration to the butterfly wings. Then lend those tints to thee, on thee to float a few short hours and die. When the last rays of sun took the beautiful color from her wings, the shades of her wings vanished after the sunset, and she doesn't fly for hours after the sunset. Let's see the fourth stanza. Whence means from where. The next word is free man. That means one who is not slave, independent, unfettered, not restricted. In this stanza, poet compare the butterfly with the other animals or other creatures on the earth. Birds have their nest, they rear their young, eager young, and flit on errands all the livelong day. The poet says that the birds have their nest to live, and they look after their young ones, and they go here and there throughout their life. Each field mouse keeps the homestead whence it sprung, but thou art nature's free man and free to stray. Like the birds, um, the mice also have their own house in the field and work where they live and jump. And the poet is saying to butterfly that you are free in nature, you are free to move everywhere, unfettered through the wood, seeking the airy food and the sweetness spiced on every blossom spray. The butterfly has no limits. Excitedly, she can move in the air to find the food, and she can enjoy the sweetness of the healthy air. Let's start the next stanza. Stanza number 5. See the difficult words. Banquet, a formal dinner for a large number of people. Reveler, a person who is having fun in a noisy and lively manner. Orgy, a party. Soberest, that means sensible. The garden one white banquet spreads of thee, O daintiest reveler of the joyous earth. In these lines, the poet says that the garden offers a big meal to the butterfly, and she is the small and prettiest creature on this happy earth. A drop of honey gives tiety, a second draught would drug thee past all mirth. Thy face no orgy shows, thy calm eyes never close, so soberest pride to which the sun give birth. The poet is telling here she eats only a single drop of honey. If another drop is given to her, she will fall asleep. She doesn't enjoy the party in a wild manner. She always closes her eyes in a calm manner, and she is the small, sensible fairy that wakes up when the sun rises. Let's understand the stanza number 6. See the difficult words. Aspiration, desire. Emblem, symbol. And yet the soul of man upon thy wings forever sown, in aspiration thou his emblem of the new career that springs when death's arrest bids all his spirits bow, he seeks his hope in thee of immortality, symbol of life, me with the such faith endow. The poet says that when the man sees wings of the butterfly, he feels the brightness in the future. She represents a new life that will never end, and man find the hope in the shines of her wings, though there may be a fear of death, and we can say, but he believes in the butterfly as a symbol of life. I hope you like this poem. Have a nice day.